Okay, carrying on now. It's a big toad, or frog. I'll have to ID it when I get home. Bugs going. You know, when we moved, I had a sneaking suspicion that missing Rock Meadow here at Beaver, Brook North, and Mount Auburn, missing those places was not something that was going to fade, and that has been entirely correct. Sure, New Hampshire has some nice spots in it, and I haven't seen anything even remotely close to like these three places. Nothing even remotely close, and you know, a lot of stuff up there just feels kind of broken down, and I don't know. I really don't like being up in New Hampshire. I really don't like it. I mean, politically, the people are probably closer to how I lean heavily than Massachusetts. There's no doubt about that, but man, do I miss this place. Yeah, I just miss this place so much. Rock Meadow and here Beaver Brook North and Mount Auburn. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to stand living in New Hampshire. It just feels desolate up there. Like, not like the third world, but it feels like, I don't know, there's just so much less up there, like less, not civilization is the right word, but just less everything. Just less developed, less, I don't know. I've been looking for places like this up there. Not that I think anything would ever replace, here, but just so I didn't feel so lonely and isolated, and I just haven't found anything. Like, the yard is nice, and out and back is nice too, hiking on those trails, but the woods up there are very, not they're new, like brand new, like there doesn't seem to be any trees older than like 20 years, and I don't know if that's because it was cleared or if maybe the soil just isn't of high quality. It seems like stuff falls over really easily. So there's no real woods like this. There just isn't. I don't know. I don't mean this to sound depressing, but I'm happy I'm here now, I'll say that. Like, I'm happy when I come to these places, but I'm also, in the back of my mind, I'm always a little wistful. It's like, oh, this used to be right here, and I knew that was a blessing to have Mount Auburn and Rock Meadow and Beaver Brook North here so close, but I don't know what I was thinking with moving. I really don't. I mean, I know what I was thinking, like, I was facing the prospect of never being able to afford a house over the course of my entire life, and Mari never having her own yard, her own house. And I tried justifying by saying, oh, there's always going to be trade-offs. So, I give up being close to these places, but she has a yard, and I don't know, though. Is it like, in retrospect, was it worth it? If I'd stayed down here, cost of living's higher, but property taxes and everything chew up a lot of that advantage, and now it's like, well, I could have probably retired if I'd stayed down here, and successfully, if I implement this plan to buy small business, man, I probably could have retired a lot early. I probably could have retired before Mari was 12, and then bought a house wherever, here or wherever, and granted, she wouldn't grow up in the house then, but I don't know. Maybe I should have looked in like northern Massachusetts, like the northeast part, and then I wouldn't be so far away, traffic's a big deal, but if I could have found something maybe like north central, I wouldn't be fighting traffic to get in here. Could have probably still gotten here in like a half hour, Mount Auburn in a half hour, and come a lot more. I don't know. Yeah, another summer ending. Another summer ending. My birthday was yesterday. I'm 44. And yeah, I think this year I officially started thinking about, or last year somewhere in there, I started thinking about how many more summers do I have. You know, I mean, I'd love to live to be 100 or 104 or something like that, but you can't bet on that. And looking at my family, I mean, heck, I don't think Joe even made it to 80. Or maybe, yeah, I think he was 79. I don't think he made it to 80. You know, and here, you know, Grandma and Grandpa made to like mid-80s. You know, Papa, Martha, I think they were mid-80s as well. You know, Martha had a lot of health stuff going on. My grandmother, my dad's side, my grandma there, she had a lot of health stuff and mental health stuff. So I think the fact that she made it as long as she did probably testifies to there was a potential for her to last a lot longer than she did. But anyway. But the odds are, I mean, I'm probably at the halfway point right now, or about a year past, so you know, I gotta figure out what I'm doing here, and you know, am I staying in New Hampshire or not? You know, I don't know. Wendy doesn't dislike it, but I don't think Wendy really bears the brunt of, you know, where we are. I don't think she really cares. Obviously, I do. So, I don't know.